All right, man. Things already have been better from the last video I posted. This is day 2. It's about 3 a.m. in the morning. So, 3 a.m. in the morning. It's day 2. This is a new day. This is August 26th. And that's the beauty of life. You set a vision in your mind and you start moving and things get better, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm thankful. And I just wanted to say, considering this is just kind of like it's a diary. It's an audio visual diary. God has been good in my life, man. He's been so good. And something that I've really been learning is that after coming back from living overseas, it's like He's put me around such good people, and the value people are life, man. Like, on this earth, the things that we can see with our eyes, the most valuable things you can possibly have are good people. If you think about a plant, if you have good soil, it will grow. If you as a human being are around good people, you will grow. And I've felt that more than ever in my life because I've had the contrast. Yes, I've had the contrast of being in a place, and not saying that people overseas are bad people. I'm saying that I was not planted in a church, in a group of believers where I had a home base. I was traveling everywhere, you know what I mean? Always traveling, doing things, so I wasn't really like settled. And y'all know how that is. When you have friends and people that you can rely on, you can go talk to in person with real issues. When you can go say, yo, I'm dealing with this, what do you think? It's so valuable. Why is it? It's because when you're going through something and you have a friend group, right? It's guaranteed that one of your good friends is not going through the same thing, so that they can speak into your life from a different perspective. And then it's guaranteed, not always guaranteed, but it's probably likely that one of your friends has gone through something similar, so they can also speak in a different way. So it's so important. Yeah, and I'm already feeling better. The things that I wanted to work on, such as getting off the internet, mindlessly scrolling the internet. I'm already seeing changes because now I have a goal. I set myself a goal and I'm like, yo, when I'm on the internet now, let's be productive. I posted some videos on my social media channels that I've been wanting to post for so long. But now that I've started this sort of accountability just by posting these videos, things are going. They're starting small. And I'm just believing in the vision that I see that a month from now, 2 months from now, 3, a year from now, it's like this effort will be worth it. Instead of just wasting time today, saying I'm going to do it tomorrow and doing that repeatedly, I've done that. And it's just time to make that over with. Other things that I've struggled with that I wanted to talk about, and maybe this is good. It's good for everybody to, like I said, for us all to have mentors. You know what I'm saying? And I'll talk about this more openly, but my struggle with pornography has been a battle, dude. And only recently, when I got with a group of men that wanted to break this, we had a mentor. It's like, that's when I saw the most breakthrough in that. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever struggled with that, or think that you have struggled with that, or that you're indulging in that and not thinking that it's detrimental. Let me just say, I can only speak from my personal experience. It's been detrimental. Nothing good has come from it, okay? That's my own personal opinion. So, being my own person, I've made decisions now to cut that out. So what was I saying in the last video? I was saying cutting out the mindless scrolling on the internet, junk food, getting my body back healthy. It's like, dude, health, time. It's like, get it back. Pornography, cut that out. What else? And that's hard for me to talk about. I never really talked about it openly. But like I said before in the video before, we gotta talk about our stuff because our human afflictions are common. Everything you're going through, someone's gone through or is currently going through. So it's like, we need to talk about these things more openly. We got to. So yes, those 3 things. And then continuing the video diary theme here, I'm just thinking out loud. What else do I want to Oh yes, I'm moving into getting settled in a home and getting a car here in the States. It's like these are things that I'm working on. So I can have a home base, get in my good soil, and from there, travel and write books and make movies. These are things that I've always wanted to do, and these are things that are going to start happening as I allocate my time that was lost or stolen away. I don't want to say stolen because I got to take responsibility. That's what you have to do too. That's what we all have to do. You take responsibility for where you are. That's what I have found. Then it gives you power to change. If you give the responsibility or try to push the responsibility for your shortcomings on someone else, then it allows you to stay in this stuck mode of just like it was their fault, you know? And no matter how true that might be, you got to get out of that mentality in order to save yourself. It's practically speaking, in order to save yourself, and I've realized this, to save myself, it's like I got to be like, yo, look, I'm in control of these things. I have a direct result in where I am now. My actions put me here, and now I'm going to move forward. So we're on that road. We're making moves. We're getting a house. We're getting a car. We're cutting out, internet usage that is not good. We are working on working out. And yeah, we'll check in tomorrow and see how it's going. This is day 2. I also have this little Wii bracelet. I don't know why. I thought it was fashionable. It's a reminder to stay on it. Yeah. Want to write? I'm going to start writing. This is a book that I wrote. I'm putting it from paper to the internet. Social media channels will continue to go upwards. And yes, we're going to make moves. Hiring somebody to help me has been something that I've been putting off for so long. And I'm finally just going to pull the trigger. It's like, yo, I got the means. I've made the funds. I've made the money to have the funds to distribute. Something my dad always talked about was like, or that he always talks about is like, money is chips. Think of like poker. It's like you get chips and then you allocate them to things that will allow you to progress in life. So it's like, boom, I got to get over my fears, my money fears. I haven't really been good with my knowledge of money, so that's led me to fear, because when you don't know about something, you're like, oh, I'm scared. So learning about money, learning to allocate it, this is things I'm going to work on too. Yeah, and just trusting the intuition that God gave me as well. We all have that gut feeling that the Lord has given us, and I heard somebody recently talk about how like when you're renewed in Christ, your gut, your heart, it's like it's speaking. Christ is speaking to you. When you're not renewed, that is when maybe the desires of your heart will lead you downhill. Obviously, we always need to be checking with the Spirit and with the Scriptures and with our good friends about ideas that we have. But sometimes you're the only one that knows. This is how creative people do things that the world hasn't seen before, So you gotta trust that. And trust that as you go for it, God will direct you. If you're offline, He'll tell you. But going for it is the key. If you're going for it with a pure mind, like, dude, yeah, I'm going to work on that. Day 2, it's done. Boom, baby. Let's go. Or it's actually just starting for me, because now it's 4:05 a.m. in the morning. And I am going to copy down the first chapter of this, go to bed, wake up in the morning, keep going.